Forrester Creations is about to become the center of a dangerous power struggle, and this time the fight is not just about fashion. It is about family, loyalty, control, and whether Brooke Logan Forrester could actually threaten Steffy Forrester Finnegan's place at the top. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for the next 2 weeks, May 11th to May 22nd, point to major corporate chaos. And the biggest question is simple. Is Ridge Forrester really willing to shake up Forrester Creations in a way that could damage his relationship with Steffy? That is where the real drama begins. During the week of May 11th to May 15th, Donna Logan Forrester will try to pull Katie Logan Spencer in a different direction. Katie has been thinking about bringing Hope Logan Spencer over to her fashion house, Logan. But Donna will encourage her to let go of that idea and focus instead on repairing the Logan family. That advice matters because Katie's plan is not only business, it is emotional. Hope has been under pressure at Forrester Creations. Hope for the future is still hanging in uncertainty, and Katie clearly sees an opportunity to give Hope a fresh start somewhere she may feel wanted. But Donna seems to understand the bigger danger. If Katie keeps pushing to poach Hope, it could deepen the Logan divide instead of healing it. The Logans are already standing in a tense place. Brooke is fighting for influence at Forrester. Katie is trying to build something of her own. Hope is caught between staying and leaving, and every choice has consequences. Liam Spencer will also make another move. He will make another pitch, hoping to lock in Hope's role at Katie's fashion house. But Hope will not be ready to fully walk away from Forrester Creations just yet. She will feel she has to fight for Hope for the future first. That says a lot about Hope. Even with all the frustration and uncertainty, she still sees value in the line. She still sees history there. Hope for the future is not just a brand to her. It represents her work, her identity, and the part of Forrester Creations that she does not want to surrender without a fight. But the problem is Steffy. Zende Forrester Dominguez will soon have a fierce outburst over his Hope for the future designs never making it to the runway. Carter Walton may try to calm things down and insist this is only a delay. But Zende may not believe that. He may have serious doubts that Steffy will ever give Hope's line the green light again. That is an important pressure point, because when designers start losing faith, the conflict becomes bigger than Hope. It becomes a company problem, it becomes a morale problem, and it raises a painful question. Is Hope for the future simply delayed, or is it being quietly buried? That is where Brooke's move becomes huge. Brooke will make an irresistible offer that leaves Ridge reevaluating who should be in charge at Forrester Creations. And this is where the story shifts from family tension to full corporate warfare. Brooke is not just standing on the sidelines, she is stepping into the power conversation. She is making a pitch strong enough to make Ridge think seriously about leadership. And if Ridge is even considering Brooke as co-CEO, that means Steffy's position suddenly does not feel untouchable. For Steffy, this will feel personal. When Ridge hints to her about Brooke's co-CEO pitch, Steffy definitely will not be happy. And it is easy to understand why. Steffy loves that job. She has power at Forrester. She has authority. She has influence over what lines survive and what lines do not. So if Brooke comes in as a possible replacement, Steffy is not just losing a title, she could be losing control. Ridge will quickly understand the risk. If he were to replace Steffy with Brooke, it would create a wave of hostility. It could also damage his relationship with his daughter, and that is the emotional trap Ridge is walking into. On one side, Brooke may look like a solution. She may offer a path that helps Hope and gives the Logan side more influence. On the other side, Steffy is Ridge's daughter. Removing her from the co-CEO position would not be a clean business decision. It would be a family wound. And in true B&B fashion, business and family are impossible to separate. Brooke's determined side will impress Hope. Hope will start to believe that a brighter future may be possible if they keep pushing. That is a meaningful shift because Hope has been in a difficult position. She has been weighing whether to leave Forrester and join Katie's new fashion house, or stay and fight for the line she already built. Brooke's power grab may make Hope feel there is still a chance. If Brooke rises at Forrester, then Hope for the future may have a stronger voice. Zende may have more reason to hope, and Carter's promise of a delay may start to feel less empty. But there is another side to this. Brooke's move will worry Katie and Bill Spencer. That reaction is important because Katie and Bill have their own business problem. If Hope does not come to Logan, they will be stuck. They will not know who their next big name should be. Hope was clearly a major part of their thinking, and without her, their plan becomes much weaker. So Brooke's attempt to gain power at Forrester could hurt Katie's fashion house before it even fully finds its footing. That creates a quiet but serious Logan conflict. Brooke may be fighting to save Hope's future inside Forrester. Katie may need Hope to build Logan. And Hope is standing right between both visions. That is what makes this storyline so layered. Nobody is simply making a small decision. Every move pulls someone else into trouble. If Brooke wins, Steffy could be furious. If Brooke loses, Hope may feel trapped again. If Hope stays at Forrester, Katie and Bill may be left without their star. And if Hope leaves, Hope for the future could lose its fight from the inside. This is not just corporate chaos, this is a family chess match. As the week of May 18th to May 22nd approaches, the tension may explode even further if Ridge forces a vote on Steffy's co-CEO status. That possibility alone is enough to shake Forrester Creations. A vote would make everything public. It would turn private doubts into official action. It would force people to choose sides. And for Steffy, that would be humiliating. The big question is whether Steffy could actually lose the job she loves so much, or whether she will defeat Brooke in the end. The spoilers leave room for both possibilities, which keeps the stakes high. Steffy may emerge victorious, Brooke may lose the battle, or Ridge may decide the whole idea is too dangerous and abandon it completely. If Ridge drops the idea, Brooke could be left deeply deflated. And that is where another possibility opens up. If Brooke does not get what she wants at Forrester, she may become frustrated enough to join Logan with Hope. That would create a totally different kind of problem. Katie and Bill already need a major name for their fashion house. Brooke would certainly bring attention, but Bill may not feel she is trustworthy enough to hire. And if that happens, Katie and Bill could find themselves in conflict over Brooke's place at Logan. That would be classic B&B tension. The very person who might help Logan grow could also create doubts inside the partnership. Brooke could become an asset but also a risk, and Katie would have to decide how much faith she is willing to place in her sister after everything that has already been set in motion. Meanwhile, Forrester Creations will have more than one fire burning. Melissa Dillon will embrace a new job. It sounds like Dillon may lock in the assistant position for Daphne Rose Walton unless a better opportunity appears. This might seem like a smaller development compared to the Brooke and Steffy power fight, but it connects to another rising conflict. Electra Forrester may also need an assistant, and Dillon could become part of that world as a way to renew their friendship. Either way, Electra and Dillon will patch things up. That moment of peace matters because it gives the story a softer emotional beat. But that peace may not last. Remy Price will sneak into Forrester again and spot Electra and Dillon hugging. That image could stir more trouble, especially because Remy is already dealing with his own desperate need to repair his image and get Deke Sharp back. Remy will likely put more pressure on Dillon, And the spoilers suggest he could even threaten to expose their cousin connection if Dylan does not help him. If that happens, this would stop being a simple family favor and move closer to blackmail. That changes the emotional tone around Dylan. She may be trying to build a new opportunity. She may be trying to reconnect and move forward. But Remy could pull her into a messy situation that threatens her fresh start. And that is where the side story quietly mirrors the main story. At Forrester, everyone is trying to control someone else's future. Brooke is pushing for power. Steffy is defending her position. Katie and Bill are trying to secure a big name. Remy may try to pressure Dylan. Even Hope's future is being pulled between two fashion houses. Control is the real theme here. Zende's frustration also adds another layer. His designs for Hope for the future have not hit the runway, and his anger could signal that patience is running out inside Forrester. Carter may keep insisting it is only a delay, but if Zende believes Steffy will never truly support Hope's line, then Brooke's possible rise becomes even more important. If Brooke becomes co-CEO, Zende could naturally root for her alongside Hope, not because it is just about Brooke, but because Brooke may represent a real chance for Hope for the future to survive. For Zende, this is also about his work being seen. His designs matter. His frustration comes from feeling blocked, delayed, and possibly dismissed. That gives Brooke's power grab more weight. It is not only about Brooke wanting a title, it is about what that title could unlock for Hope, Zende, and the future of the line. But Ridge is the one holding the most dangerous decision. If he supports Brooke, he risks Steffy's anger. If he protects Steffy, he risks crushing Brooke's hopes and leaving Hope stuck in uncertainty. If he tries to avoid the decision, everyone may still end up disappointed. That is the impossible position Ridge is facing, and the longer he hesitates, the more intense the fallout could become. For Steffy, this is a battle to keep her authority. For Brooke, it is a chance to prove she belongs in a stronger leadership role. For Hope, it may be the difference between staying at Forrester or seriously considering Logan. For Katie and Bill, it could affect whether their fashion house has a real future. And for Zende, it could determine whether his designs ever get the spotlight they were meant to have. That is why these next 2 weeks feel so important. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers are not just teasing boardroom drama. They are setting up a collision between family loyalty and business ambition. And once that collision begins, nobody walks away untouched. So now the question is this: should Ridge risk his bond with Steffy by giving Brooke a real shot at power, or should Brooke and Hope finally walk away and build something new with Katie at Logan? Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for daily The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, recaps, and updates.